Hell
Yeah.
yeah, let's do it.
Let's go tell everyone that hates us to go fuck themselves.
Wow, what perfect timing to have started the recording.
Oh, sorry, I ruined your monetization.
Ah, no! Not that I monetize these,
Immediately.
but still. I literally don't monetize these because it's like, fuck it. Say what the hell, whatever you want. This is
Oh.
fun time. Ah, everyone except some people, I don't know, I can't remember sleep schedules, wakes up in a nicer tower.
Oh.
Can someone remind me what the fuck happened previously?
Okay, last time we explored the city looking for the other versions of ourselves. And we went like to the market looking for them. We went to like briefly we stopped by the tavern to look for them. Then we ultimately decided to come to this tower looking for them. And what we found out is also Via sensed a portal at one point while
Yeah.
we were in the market.
Sensed one portal that was stable, and a whole bunch that looked like one thing came through and took two things out, because a lot of Neverwinter's populace has vanished, and that's why everyone's in a panic. But when Via tried to look at the portals, it seemed to be localized to here, which
And
is weird.
The one permanent portal that seems to be open, I would guess, probably leads to the Shadowfell, which seems to be where the other versions of us have gone, searching for a bunch of bitchin' magic swag, effectively. Because they want to get their cool magic swag back after we stole their swag bag.
Didn't Saloon's little divination bit and bob
Yeah,
reveal that, because she used Via as the conduit / target for what she was looking for, what we were looking for, and they were like, yeah, they're hidden there, and it seems like they're hiding on purpose.
yes.
I mean, that could just be because Via would be fucking terrified if she was like left to fend on her own.
Also,
And then she ends up in the Shadowfell, and it's like, oh no, everything just got way worse.
also something about Via using a nat 20 to make a portal.
Yeah, because I had a nat 20 for my port into last week and didn't really use it, so Andrew was really merciful and went, you get a vision that you're going to fuck this up in the future, so if you go now, you can render that portal into a usable state, and then use the nat 20 for that.
Yeah, so instead of the roll he should be making when he gets there, he has an insanely easier roll to make.
And that is what happened last time, Graham.
Oh yeah, the lady in the tower that gave Lumen his sword, that's Saloon.
I forgot that I wasn't here except for the beginning of last time because my brain was dying.
Which is why we've like detailed gone into it. But yeah, we are friends with Saloon, the Moon Maiden, goddess of the moon, etc.
Oh.
And in the name of the moon, we will punish villains.
True, we are now all officially Sailor Scouts.
Also,
man. Multiple people.
Can I stab myself in the chest and pull my true blade from my chest and do a transformation sequence? That'd be so cool.
Oh yeah,
transformation into dead.
Yeah, I'd love to transform into.
With Via's magical girl transformation, it makes sense.
I also have a little cat tooth now.
It shouldn't be.
Usually you have a cat.
No, cat tooth.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, we should eat that cat.
His cat tooth.
He has the.
No, don't eat Felix.
He has the anime snaggle tooth.
True.
Which is not what he should have, but.
Felix is labelled in my notes as emergency food supply.
No, he's better than Paimon.
No.
Felix is much better than Paimon.
Via casts Goodberry. It's like, for God's sake, eat these.
I am still incredibly desiccated.
It's enough for 4 days.
Oh, well, so
yeah. I'm sorry. There's an evil book that I am containing the power of.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm saying eat 4 of these at once. That'll give you 4 days worth of food immediately, and it should hopefully maintain you. I've got more if you need them.
Oh yeah, Moon God Lady might be able to look after the book and the evil eye for us.
Ah, yeah, she said that she could get someone from Celestia to come down and fuck that thing's book up. Fuck that
Yeah,
book up.
yeah, Andrew. How much time do we have before we start like doing things?
That's
Depends on
entirely
us,
on the
I guess.
party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
My-
you all quotation marks wake up in the morning, and it is morning.
Lumen
Okay.
is
Well,
immediately-
Andrew,
Ah, sorry.
I'm gonna fucking ritual summon everything.
Okay.
I'm
Not
talking
whole world.
everything.
Phantom Steed, Floating Disc, my familiar Unseen Servant. Did I say that?
No, you didn't.
I mean,
but-
you didn't.
So you summoned 4 things.
Yes.
The unseen servant. A bunch of these things only last for like an hour. I think.
Well, when they start to fade, I'm gonna just start summoning them again. Don't worry.
We will not be waiting for the 10-minute periods once we start moving.
It's
gonna
fine.
say
No,
that's
don't
40
worry. I've thought of this. That's why I summoned the horse first. I get on the Phantom Steed, and essentially I'm just like ritual summoning while I'm on the back of the steed.
Funnily enough, that's
That
exactly
unseen-
what I was gonna say.
That
fair.
bloody unseen servant is gonna have to leg it to keep up.
I mean, to be fair,
I can't
No, no,
believe
no,
we've done this.
No, that's what the disc's for.
Oh, it sits on the disc.
it does just stay 30 feet behind him, so I guess we could just sit on the disc. But yeah,
That's what the fuck Zamla is doing in Neverwinter.
Zamla, do you want breakfast? Oh no, you're quite busy.
No,
You-
no, Zamla's casting like purify food and water on a bunch of fucking like nettles and poisonous mushrooms and like fucking like weeds that he picked out of the garden, and he's eating them.
you walk into Zamla's room and there's just magical circles flying everywhere.
We're just like one at a time, one head above the other, like it's a Scooby-Doo flick. Just lean through the door, see all the magical sigils floating around. We just go, nah, shut the door and leave.
Only one thing would be is that only in name, via you're exhausted.
What one level of it?
No,
what,
you-
one level of exhaustion.
You
Or...
just
No,
feel
your
tired.
character is exhausted. Not. It's not a debuff.
You
You-
don't have a level
Okay.
You've
but
been
you are
working
tired.
all night,
I mean,
but you haven't reached
So
the
me-
point where you're actually exhausted in the
so
battle.
basically, me and Via feel the same right now. Then
Yeah, sure. Like you're essentially like, you're rested enough to not be exhausted, but you're like right on the edge.
yeah.
I should
take it easy for the next couple of days.
All right, everyone, let's go to the Shadowfell.
I never thought I'd hear that.
Lumen, could you give me advantage perception? Yeah, perception.
I should take it easy for the next couple days. To the Shadowfell.
I should take it easy for the next couple of days. To the Shadowfell! Fuck.
Advantage perception, you say?
Jawohl.
God, I hope I read the right one this time. I don't try and persuade with my eyes.
What are your persuasion? I see.
They convince you that they see everything.
Lumen, you notice that there is something missing from your waist. Oh, sorry, some things. 2 things to be exact.
All right, okay. No, I go looking around for them.
They are your sabers of light.
Yeah, I assumed that,
Yeah.
and I was. Unless you were about to say they are your, you would
They are your
really thrown me.
testicles.
No, I thought you would have been like you would have really thrown me through a loop if it was like your legs are not there.
Your
I'd just
legs
be like,
are
what?
gone.
All of those things are now just mind flare tadpoles.
Two
Oh,
things
God.
are missing, and it's both of your legs. What? I assumed it was the lightsabers, not my leg.
Yeah, she.
You don't took my legs.
While you were trancing, Saloon was like, "Oh yeah, that looks infected. I'm just gonna cut them off."
So yeah, I'll go around looking for the lightsabers. I guess I'll go ask Saloon about it.
You go into her workshop where you see a very bedraggled Via walking out of, and you're like, wait, did she go to bed last night at any point?
No. No. Just shakes
Oh.
her head.
Pat,
Where's
pat.
the door? Land a lot.
Also, like, yeah, VR would know this. VR, you would know that, like, lore-wise, the reason you don't get the exhaustion is because of being inside this building.
Uh-huh.
You essentially can push yourself beyond your limits.
And this is to go even further beyond.
But, yeah, once you see VR sleepily walk past, you see that Saloon is magically tinkering with the two save lighters.
Ooh.
Uh,
I will approach and be like, "Hey, what you doing, buddy?
Yo, my dog.
How are you doing, Miss River Godina?"
I was just like looking at them. I think I know how you can fix this one since you seem to want to do it.
Nods.
I will have to warn you though. Okay, so are you a student of the Jedi?
Nods.
Okay, so have you taken or seen someone take one of the inner peace tests? Which you would know. I don't think your character took one of them, but you would know that, like, the thing that happened to the other party in Bear's Cave, where you face your inner self, you would know of that.
Because, well, one of my three dads runs it, right? So I assume I would know a lot about it.
Yeah, I don't think your character would have seen it happen, but they would know about it. So she would essentially explain it's gonna be a bit like that, in that you're essentially going to have to fight the spirit of the blade.
Okay.
You will probably be alone though,
That's okay.
Very angry.
I'll do anything if it means it'll be calm and happy.
So yeah,
And no longer suffering.
As I told you before, you need to find one of the Nexus points. To be fair, if you've trained under Lord, what's the Jedi? What's the High Jedi titles?
Grandmaster?
Yeah, Grandmaster Dad. If you've trained under Grandmaster Dad, you know that there is a Nexus there. If you can find something similar to that, and I know it doesn't sound as nice, but essentially beat the spirit into submission and let it get its anger out, you should be able to purify it.
Okay. I'll give it a try.
It may not listen to you afterwards, but it won't be full of hatred.
That's good. And that's fine with me. I mean, ultimately, I just want it to not suffer.
So yes, you both have to suffer a little bit, and then no more suffering.
Okie dokie. I'll certainly do my best.
And she hands them both back to you.
Thank you very much, Godina.
You get happiness and swear words. As soon as you touch each blade, those are the responses you get.
I'll give them both a little cuddle and then put them back on my belt.
It's like, yay, Lumen! Oh, that fucking dickhead.
Oh, good hug.
Actually, I just realised one last detail. She would tell you that she has essentially figured out that she doesn't think that the spirit in the other Lumen's blade just can at all distinguish between the two of you.
Oh, right. Okay,
Like-
fair enough.
It doesn't seem to be able to.
It thinks we are the same.
Yeah, because what the way that they perceive is like different to the way that you perceive.
Do they see like the shape of your soul or something?
She's like umming and ahhing, and it's like it's kind of hard to explain because I'll be honest, I also haven't seen the way they see, but it's a bit like that. They see you.
Fair enough. So they see just like the essence of a person instead of.
Possibly.
Okay.
She looks.
I mean,
She looks very, very wise and very confused.
It makes sense, I guess. But I mean, me and other Lumen must be cut from the same cloth. Tragic to see how like things could have turned out.
Single
But I
tear.
just need some help.
So
That's all he needs.
before everyone heads off, is there anything else anyone needs? She asks the rest of the party.
Is there anything that would make sense to take with us to the Shadowfell?
I mean,
Light?
no, it's actually not that dark, weirdly enough. It's just
It's called more the Shadowfell in the sense that it is a manifestation of the darkness within all. It's not actually physically dark, right?
yeah, it's a bit bleak, but not dark.
I mean, most of us have dark vision, right?
He nods.
Nods.
Okay,
I think
so
we all do.
so there is one weird thing that you could take, which I'll not question how you get it. If you had some, and she looks really uncomfortable when she tries to say this, offerings, you might be more welcomed by the people there.
So like, is this like ancient medieval style offerings where we should round up some goats or like money?
Well,
Or like human sacrifice?
Or is this
Human
more like
sacrifice thing, I'm less inclined.
this more like offerings to get safe passage through a dragon's territory where you have to offer them anything that they might value?
Sort of, and
Yeah, should I round up some goats?
yeah. The problem is the creatures that you're trying to persuade are more in the undead category.
Ah, so
Bones?
they might like bones. I assume bones are useful.
I mean, if you come across any hellhounds, they'd like bones. But yeah, more meat of a certain kind.
Meat of a certain kind. You're gonna have to
Please don't make me
frank.
say it.
I think she
Say
she does. I think she does mean it the way that Newt said it, as in.
You want humans? I
person.
can't sacrifice humans.
No.
That's immoral.
No, not sacrifice. Just meat.
Eat.
I mean,
You
that's
use
somebody
humans
would give
murdered?
us
I can get you some humans.
Do you want to round up animals? Question mark. I'm not willing to sacrifice like talking, thinking individuals, but I'll buy
I mean,
a cow.
animals talk and think. Just because you can't understand them doesn't mean they don't do it.
What they do?
That's
Says Felix, the talking cat.
It's a fair point.
Can we not just
Even
get a load of meat
even
from
plants think and communicate.
Which is
Sid
real,
says that
a real horrible thing in this universe.
There are
Says
no
that-
vegans or vegetarians because the
Says that-
plants think and
Hang on a
feel.
minute, did I take it? I didn't take it, did I?
I don't know what.
Do. Fuck, I got so many first level spells. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Says that Zamla is casting Unseen Servant is like, can we not just go to a butcher's and carve out that in a load of meat and just have that walk around?
Maybe? They might smell the difference, but an offering is an offering, I guess.
Also,
mean,
what that are you talking about? We can't see this.
I bring us back to none of these people are real.
I'm imagining that there's like a pot of tea and a cup floating next to Zamla, and Via's just like, "You have an unseen servant, haven't you?"
No, fine Keiko.
At
To be
that
honest, it's a
point-
50-50.
I mean, Zamla didn't respond.
At that point, you see a floating wild mushroom appear before Zamla. Zamla thanks the unseen servant, licks it, and says to himself, "Yes, that has not been purified of poison yet."
Drops to the floor,
it.
dead, gets back up again.
Called it.
That's
So-
just some classic Fae shenanigans right there.
So yeah, if is everyone forgetting that none of the people here are real, so we can just take them and like do what we want. It's fine.
Yeah, we still have to treat them with, like, agency and stuff, because there's still people here. And
Yes,
Are
you
they?
never know. Well,
They
you
are
never
still
truly
real.
know.
They are still real, just not from the same. How should I put this? Not
It's,
of the same cloth as us. Doesn't mean
This-
we should treat them bad.
it's a slippery slope to walk, because if we eventually convince him that everyone here is real, he'll start killing gnomes again.
Like, if the deaths of people, anything I've learned is that the deaths of people here don't count for anything, so we might as well sacrifice as many of these humans to get us through safely as possible.
But wouldn't that include ourselves? We're here.
Yeah, but we're from the real place. This is the fake place full of fake people, but we're
Yes,
real
but-
from the real place.
Yes, but how do you know you are the original? You may just have the same memories.
No, because I know I'm the original.
Look,
But
we're
what
not
if you
employing-
only think that?
We're not
That's not
employing
a thing I care to think about, so, it doesn't
Uh,
exist.
Saloon, how bad is it on the other side of that portal?
I mean,
With regards to how many undead?
oh, lots.
So is like just one offering going to be enough?
No, we should chain together about 600 of them, and we could just march them through a portal with us.
Okay, now while that might work, that might be a bit extreme.
Like, not all of them will get eaten.
Heard
I
of
will
that.
say this: I will not participate in any plans that involve killing innocent people or sacrificing to undead.
Hey, do you have, like, any death row criminals we could steal?
Meredith, does your zealous faith not provide any kind of barriers to the undead?
These people
like most
aren't
of the
real.
religions do? That's not the point. That's not the question I'm asking.
Yeah, it does, for real people.
Okay, so you
Specifically
can
real
protect yourself and
non-gnomes.
by extension us. You can protect yourself and by extension us from the undead, correct?
Some amount, yeah.
Better than nothing.
But, if you have any, like, death row inmates we could borrow and, like, throw through the portal as, like, sacrifices, that would be really useful.
She looks like Saloon looks so uncomfortable. Like, yeah, it's not really a thing I deal with.
I wouldn't mind attempting it. I could go.
I think we should just go, because this situation is getting increasingly evil.
When you said death row inmates, you're starting to get VR onto your side of things because it's like,
Yes, we just
They-
find
they
people who are
have
going to be
committed
killed by the state
atrocities.
anyway. Yeah.
Oh,
They
is that
have
the
committed
time?
atrocities that's
Bakery
got them.
something. I'm gonna head off now. So good luck to everyone.
No.
Sorry, so is there like a prison near here that might house these people that we could grab?
She runs
Look-
off, but Meredith, you would know that there is a prison because you've been to it.
Those
Okay.
prisoners
it's
deserve.
full of gnomes.
Sophia,
prisoners-
we can go grab some prisoners and
No.
be right back.
I'm going
Just
to
send
let
murder through
I'm
the
gonna let you
portal.
do that because that's your idea.
I just
No.
love Saloon teleporting to the ground and being like, "Oh my god, they're the saviors."
Murder's gonna
Oh.
head off.
He
Go
was
head
the
off to
one
the
who
prison.
basically suggested it.
So basically,
Yeah.
every single D&D party ever.
I'm gonna be honest. That is 100% on Saloon. She
Yeah.
suggested it.
What she was suggesting was very different from what you guys came to.
She was suggesting
I
that
don't feel like that was the
That's
case.
because she wasn't very
I
clear at
know
all.
because
She was
in
like,
in character she
yeah,
was very uncomfortable.
So Murderth's gonna go and see if the prison will allow him to borrow some death row inmates for an expedition to save the world.
Samla, since it's your unseen servant, do you want to give the whole meat jacket unseen servant idea a try?
Is the unseen servant sentient, Andrew?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That
I
is a
don't think it is.
really good
Yeah.
question.
But James, you're thinking D&D law, not Andrew law. You don't know.
So the
for
unseen
fuck's-
spirit
oh,
is unseen servant is basically a spirit that is muted, so it can't scream, but is suffering the whole time.
Maybe.
No.
So that's already bad, but it
No,
can't
that's-
suffer a zombie infection.
Okay, that is not canon for the fucking because that's like I have
Really
no mouth
fucked?
and I'm with scream levels of fucked about. It's actually secretly suffering. I don't like that.
I mean, no, that's definitely not the case. That it's always suffering.
Because like if that happens, Zamla should be going through the fucking portal if he's been doing that.
I mean,
Summoning
we're all
creatures-
going through the portal. It's just that Saloon was like, there's a lot of zombies, there's a lot of undead over there. You might want to make some contingency plans, precautionary measures.
Okay. We dig a big hole.
We dig big hole, diggy
Wait,
hole.
here or there,
Both.
so that it matches, right?
We need to be above ground for here, because that's where this is where the portal is.
Okay, so okay, Andrew, is the unseen servant sentient? Yes or no?
Not sentient. It is able to communicate very, very basic emotions to you, like just you though. So like, if it were, because I know they don't have hit points, but like if it's standing in fire, it's like, oh no, I'm standing in fire, but not I'm burning, help. It's just like
I thought it. Yeah.
it's just like very, very basic awareness of its surroundings, sort of thing.
I
Okay,
thought it just disappears if it ever took damage.
I don't know.
it has like one
It has
health.
one hit point.
Well, then it's gonna be real upsetting that fire then.
Okay, so is the portal open yet or not?
No, we have to
You
go
haven't
to it and you
left
have
the
to go do
building
it.
yet.
Okay
Yeah, so-
then. Very well.
Has
Then I can do
Murdertha
this.
head off to go and
Yeah,
acquire-
Murderth's headed off to go get some prisoners.
Newt
Okay.
went
Leo's
with-
trying the unseen servant with a meat jacket idea.
I
Okay,
guess
but-
we'll head. We will go get some meat to make a jack out of while that's happening, and then we can go to the portal.
I mean,
Okay,
the
so,
like
like-
the market district's near to where the portal was, so that's two birds in one stone for like that group.
Okay, so like, canonically, the unseen servant isn't sentient, but much like in the Good Place, the unseen servant tries to make you feel guilty. Like it's like, look at this picture. These are my kids. Do you really want them to grow up without a father? Please.
Oh, when
I
she was
have a
about
life."
to hit the button,
Yeah,
the reset button.
thi-
Yeah.
these aren't my kids.
I'm just kidding.
This is a background shot from the Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards.
Okay, so
Oddly specific.
Murdertha,
Mm-hmm.
can you give me several fun rolls? Can
Can I have joined Murdertha?
You can if you want.
Good.
You can give him advantage on his checks and stuff as well. In that case,
Okay.
What kind of rolls are those?
well, it's mainly like Murdertha's the one trying to do the weird stuff. So like, I need a deception and a performance.
I'm shit at all of those. Can I
Nice.
actually?
I am also shit at all those. But let's go. So deception, with guidance.
I can give you flashes of genius.
Oh yeah, so cool. So that's currently a 17,
Mm-hmm. And a
Uh,
performance as well.
and then the performance is that plus that, so 18.
Both of
Do I,
those.
do I need to know what that is? Wait.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple of flashes of genius on top.
Which is plus 3 at the moment,
3 at
or
the moment, yeah.
So a 20 and a 21.
Okay,
I feel like this is a good cause to do that.
so thanks to your robotic friend with you, he like distracts people in a way that the way that Murderthal like bluntly asks the guards and things, they think it's like a funny joke, and they actually think that Murderthal's the person that's like been hired to dispose of the like most recent death row victims, as in like the bodies of the people who've already died. So, yeah, you're given like
Actually, that might be better to just have a cadaver.
They don't move by themselves though, which is sad.
Yeah, we can just fling them somewhere and
it's fine.
they'll,
They've
they'll
got
act as a stationary
No
lure.
one knows animate dead.
they've got a like cart for you to carry them out, quotation marks, out of town.
Okay.
Uh,
Does
And
Amla learn animate dead for no reason?
I mean, you could.
No.
You're also both given 10 gold pieces each.
stick.
Would a better name for that spell be abracadabra?
Boo.
Nice.
You're not here. Stop making jokes about our shit. Go back to your own meat puppet idea.
Go back to your own meat puppet.
Going back to your own meat puppet.
Okay, we'll start wheeling away however many corpses we've been given.
Roll me a d20 with advantage. Sure, 17 corpses.
Cool. 17 corpses on our thing, and we're heading back. We're heading to the portal.
Are gnomes part of those corpses?
Yeah, there'd probably be some, because, like... Actually... Well, I
Some
mean,
might
yeah,
feel good
there probably
they're
would
dead
just be some in general. I was going to say because of the cult thing, but that hasn't been sorted here.
But yeah, we will head towards the portal with our pile of corpses, and I'm like, see how easy this was.
Sees the corpses and feels like, actually, that might be a better idea.
Big
At least
piled
now
on
we
top
don't
of
have
each
to
other.
handle. At least now we don't have to handle a violent criminal, which is one thing I was worried about.
Oh, wait a minute, I've got the perfect gift for this.
Lumen looks very uncomfortable, but we'll go along with this plan.
But don't
How
we
is
also
Samla
just give
doing
them
with it?
fodder?
What's the matter, Lumen? They don't need it anymore.
I'm not dead!
Whoa,
Don't we
what was
kind of
that?
give the undead
That
fodder when we do that?
What was that? Somebody. It sounded like somebody
It-
screamed.
It was Andrew saying not dead.
I'm not
Oh.
dead! I'm feeling better already!
No, you're not.
Lumen it's just on the like, well, it's just a bit disrespectful to their bodies for a like 10-second distraction. Think of it this way: the families of those people are not going to get any closure because their loved ones' bodies will be in another dimension, inaccessible to them forever.
I
That
mean,
will
they're just-
decompose anyway.
They are death row inmates. For all we know, they were very disrespectful with a lot of people's bodies.
They
And
might,
that'll just decompose.
yeah. I
That
mean,
makes,
yes.
that makes no difference.
It makes okay. We're gonna have to go over like respecting corpses and burial rites at some point.
Why?
It's just organic beings. Just have this stigma about it.
Also, because as normal Andrew joke, you did hear that voice.
Oh, in which case Lumen immediately rushes to wherever the voice is. And is just gonna try and help out.
They're like the bottom of the pile.
Oh, how are they alive? Jesus! I start removing.
They're
the
already
corpses,
undead.
looking for the person.
You see a gruff dwarf. And he's
I
like,
try and like yank him out of the pile.
the idiots didn't know I was immune to poison, so it let me sneak out. Thank you for freeing me.
You're welcome.
So
Right.
so tempted to thaumaturge you to grass them up.
I mean, we do have to take him back to the prison.
What?
It's unfortunate.
No, that's fine. I can make my own way there.
No, you can come through the
No.
port with us. We're going
No, you
somewhere. We're going
can't.
somewhere far away.
No, I'm gonna take him back. Sorry,
I'm
buddy.
afraid I'm gonna have to side with Leuven in this one. You've committed a crime and must pay the price.
You know
Wait,
what?
you're not siding with me?
Well,
Puts his arm around Meredith. You know what? I like you.
Yeah, see, you can come with us to the Shadowfell. It'd be great.
To
Maybe
the
he's
what?
as good as that in
No,
the
prison. I'll take prison.
It's like
we're
you,
going
yeah,
to the
you wanna
Shadowfell.
go to the-
Nope, I'm
go to
going
You
the
back
lost
to
the
prison.
Yu-Gi-Oh match. We're sending you to the Shadow Realm.
I'm taking you to the Shadow Realm. Nope, fuck that. Going back to
Yeah,
prison.
I'll escort you back to prison. It's much safer
No.
for you there.
No. Anywhere
Hey,
but
we
4
need
kids.
decoys and bait. You could be
Yeah.
decoys and bait.
You have how many looks? 16.
Also, Newt, another more logical reason for why we dispose of bodies is to prevent necromancers. And taking a bunch of corpses to the Shadowfell is not a great plan for not creating more undead. I'm gonna be real with you guys.
Oh shit! I forgot. There was actually something meant to happen to non meat puppet group. No, meat puppet group. I was trying to say non-prison group.
Mm-hmm.
You had an encounter of sorts on the way to the market.
A close encounter of the third kind.
Yes, I almost completely forgot, and it's kind
Speaking
of
of,
important.
yeah.
So,
Wow.
what is the encounter?
That VS like, it's gonna be a bad day.
I
I
mean,
mean-
you can give those to the enemy.
Yeah, and that one's pretty good to give.
Actually, it's gonna be a bad day for someone.
For someone else who's
so-
not me.
So while the other half of the party were like on the way to the markets, you noticed essentially like what looked like very affluent people crying outside of their home.
I approach them. Are you okay?
In like as you approach them, you can see past them into the house, and you can see that there's a coffin like on display.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I don't
Anyway.
understand. We're so rich. Why is he not coming back? Father, we give you all the diamonds you need.
Who's your father?
Sir Wellingsworth.
And who died?
Sir Wellingsworth.
Ah,
Is that a name that we might know if we had a high enough history check?
oh God, resurrections don't work, do they?
Guys,
Yeah, actually, the mentioned diamonds and Via's like, surely if you have enough money, you can afford both resurrections and a transmuter stone.
Look, you clearly don't know what you're talking about. Look at the doctor over there. You can see like a really non-doctory cleric trying to work on the corpse and nothing happening. The doctor is a very smart man, and I trust him very much.
Doctor? Doctor who?
Yes.
Is
Is his name
he have a
who?
brown trench coat?
guys,
What?
guys, take the
Yeah.
diamonds, take the body. Zamla will shapeshift into the old man. You guys keep the diamonds and the body.
I'm not robbing people.
I love. Oh wait, I need to give you some lore related to the campaign. Zamla's like, but Rob.
I mean, Via turns to Zamla and is like, as much as I love the shenanigans of that,
No,
it
no,
does sound like
I'm not.
it does sound like it'll shoot us in the foot later.
God,
I don't know whether or not that was canon.
I
don't
love
even know.
I was
love
going
the
to think kind of because Via's like, by God, that sounds funny.
I love the number of events that
Identity
like
theft.
just Lumen being present in the party, being like, no, we shouldn't rob people, no, we shouldn't kill people.
No, we shouldn't steal the diamonds and corpse of an elderly man and then impersonate him to trick the family emotionally.
Guys, we're not weekend at burning this.
But by the way, just to let you know, they're not stopping you from entering the house. They're just like
I will-
outside
I will-
grieving.
I will
via
approach the
via whispers that Zamla. You could just turn into him anyway and weekend at Bernie's him. As himself.
Oh God! Okay, you do not get this thought, and I am banning you from having this thought because this is God's horrible thoughts. Technically, you could use the unseen servant.
Puppeteer him. Cast mind of illusion. Cast mind of illusion to make voice sounds happening.
I will approach the cleric and ask if everything's okay with like the resurrection, unless he looks like he's in mid-cast of a spell.
You
which
essentially
case I'll
catch him multiple mid-casts. Like, you see him casting, and then the magic failing, and then trying again. Like, constantly trying, and...
I'll wait for a fail and be like, hey, does everything seem to be... I assume not everything's working with the magic?
No, I don't understand what's going on. I mean, there's a chance he doesn't want to come back, but I know the man. He very much would have.
Maybe his soul has been destroyed?
They look disgusted at that that idea, just in general.
Do you know what he died of?
Just I think he gets out his notes because sorry, I'm not. I know they keep calling me it, but I'm not the doctor.
I was gonna say, could I roll medicine? Because I'm not terrible at that.
Yeah,
He went
you could
to
roll
see
medicine.
a doctor who prescribed him to drink a lot of mercury.
Oh
He
yeah.
prescribed it to drink a lot of mercury.
I mean, that is how it goes. I just love the I love the duality of in D&D. You're like, okay, go see the doctor. They like bloodlet you. Okay, now go see the cleric. They cast one healing spell on you and it fixes everything.
Yeah.
You think that you like with your medicine you can't see any visible wounds or anything, so you think whatever their death was like internal.
Mercury related.
I mean, you're not far off.
How old are they?
Like older.
So the guess is that they were poisoned.
You
Or
will
heart attack,
you will
or-
eventually find that out. Yes, like after a while, they find like the actual doctor's notes, and though they don't know of what kind, they are certain that he was poisoned.
Well,
they
if
think
it-
by a rival maybe, but no idea.
If they've got doctor's notes, would we be able to look at that and use like our own knowledge and skills to go to like, you know, if they look at it and go, this is doctor speak, don't understand it, would we go, oh yeah, I've read about that before.
Yeah, you can.
Medicine question mark?
Yeah, and you can read the notes and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, pick them up and read them.
Yeah,
What do you want us to
medicine.
Cool.
Yes.
medicine again? Medicine
Can you do
with
as well?
guidance on.
I'll give you advantage as
Ooh.
well,
Ooh,
because yeah, why not?
Ooh.
nice.
Uh,
Yeah, Lumen and Via, smart people doing nailing it.
okay. What I'm gonna give you for that, is essentially like you and Lumen are like reading the notes, and Via you like go to look at the body while Lumen's like describing stuff to you, and you find like the tiniest residue like on his mouth, and you from your like fair knowledge of just like I mean especially at school you would have learnt about poisons and things,
I mean, I am proficient with herbalism stuff, so if it was a type of poison, Via would probably know about toxins and stuff.
Yeah, you can't say for like without fully analyzing it, but you can say with like almost certainty. You think you recognize the residue as essentially it's like a ingested poison that is completely tasteless.
Iocane powder, you say?
No. And you can be like certain of like you're sure that is how they died with like almost 100% certainty.
Okay.
Well,
Either
unless
the
he took it on purpose, and that's why he won't come back.
Well, there's two possibilities. Either A, the poison destroys your soul, or B,
Bit of a stretch.
the poison prevents your resurrection.
I mean,
Or it could be C, murdered, and then whoever was present at the time stole their soul with something like soul cage.
so like you see that the cleric is looking really uncomfortable, and they're like, "Who are you people exactly?" Just out of curiosity.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Since Druid, I haven't had any thought about spell preparation for Druid for a while, but would I be able to, because of my prepared spells as Druid, could I use detect poison and disease? Because that is basically identify, but for poisons.
I mean,
And it is a level 1 Druid spell that I could prepare and cast.
yeah, if you want to do that.
Okay.
You're not going to get much. I'm going to tell you now. You're not going to get much of an answer beyond what you did get, because I besides me stealing the name that Joseph just used, I haven't prepared the name of the poison. But
it's
true. Actually, you would get the information that it actually is.
It identifies the kind of poison and that's that. Looking at the spell description, that's actually kind of vague. It identifies the kind of poison it is.
It is lethal ingestion poison.
Technically, you would get extra information related to what Lumen's been asking if you cast the spell. So I rescind what I said about it being useless.
Ooh, true. It might tell you if it destroys the soul or not.
Exactly
Via concentrates on like the poison that is on their lips and taps into the powers of the universe to divine the answer. As she starts muttering at the poison in Druidic, and a very gentle breeze swirls around as she taps into her Druidic side and casts Detect Poison and Disease.
Well, that's happening. I'm explaining to this nice cleric that we're just a bunch of adventurers who are passing by, and I won't bore you with the details of the full story because it's too complicated.
And everyone's really impressed that you didn't go into the full story for once. Via, you technically don't discover anything new because you discover what you already knew, but through that you now know that the poison in no way should do anything related to the soul.
Turns to Lumen and the cleric and is just like, nope, as far as I can tell, this is just a very mundane poison that you can't taste and it'll kill you on ingestion.
Okay,
There's no reason why it would stop a resurrection happening.
Okay, so where did this person die is the other question.
Here in their home.
Okay, who was around them at the time? Because most ways of stealing people's souls upon their death, you usually have to be present.
I'm not sure. I guess you'd have to ask the family.
Yeah, but come on, man, I can't just go up to a grieving family that I don't know and be like, "Hey, maybe a lead on a murder?" Question mark.
Well, I don't know the answer, so I can't tell you.
Okay.
Taps taps Lumen. If you're thinking it was somebody who has taken their soul upon their death, that would leave remnants of necromancy everywhere, wouldn't it?
Maybe a bit, yeah.
Detect magic on the room or the building.
I mean, look at the corpse first.
I mean, we're in the room with it.
Okay. Now Andrew has to flex his thinking brain.
Thinking brain.
Because you do learn something weird from that.
His corpse gotta be enchanted with necromancy, right? There's no way it isn't.
It is. In a weird way. So, you set, like, very barely in the air, just generally, can sense an aura of, like, necromancy magic. On the body, you can almost see what looks like wisps of magic coming off them and going towards the sky. So, like, going upwards.
Of any specific school, or is it of no
Necromancy
specific
again.
school? Oh, necromancy again. What happens to the wisps? Do they just like fade, or do they come to a certain point and just disappear altogether?
From what you can see, it does seem to like they rise up and then just eventually fade.
Well, he's definitely had necromancy used on him.
Is the spell still active, or is it just like...
No. This you would know from the
This
detect
just
magic.
looks like, yeah,
That it's remnants.
yeah. That's
Okay.
exactly what I was just going to say. Obviously, no, it looks like just like remnants burning off. It's
Damn.
hard to say what.
There's not a lot we can do now. We should probably just continue with what we were doing before. But yeah, his soul was definitely... Someone cast a spell on him to steal his soul, or at least take it somewhere else, or kill it, or whatever.
Lumen and Via, actually, can you both give me a disadvantage history check?
History disadvantage, and I
13.
will. I will use my Lawhold primer as well to try and not suck at this. So I've got guidance, and then another D4. So that's 13. Dog water. We both got 13.
Both got 13.
Okay, so with the 13, basically, what you both think is, you can remember something in the past to do with, like, souls or something, but you have no fucking clue what it is. Like, I know something in the past happened with souls, and,
Try
like,
stabbing him with Chardlin.
I mean, you could try that.
I mean, he's already dead. If it stops whatever's happening to his soul, then the normal resurrection will help.
I don't think it will, but it might. I think it might have if the spell was still active, but I don't think it will help. But yeah, so some soul snatching thing is occurring. Maybe the other party members will remember more.
And
Yeah.
is that what you guys are gonna do at this scene before heading to the meat shop?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You will see one more thing on the way, just as you're walking. You would at least notice once or twice more the same sort of scene.
Okay. I mean, I think it's related to the Shadowfell stuff we're going to deal with anyway, so...
Yeah, now that it's starting to crop up more and more, it looks like it.
Cool.
Each time you see a cleric that's like, what the fuck, this is my whole job and it's not working.
Okay, so... Go to meat shop. Buy meat.
Find friends with cart, free
Yeah.
dwarf, unfree dwarf.
Head to portal.
I guess you guys
Does
mentioned
anyone
that kind
remember?
of
Yeah.
the whole occurrence thing.
Does anyone remember anything more about all this sort of stuff? I just go over the whole situation again. Like, we saw a bunch of people who can't be resurrected with necromancy wisps on their body. And they can't be resurrected and stuff. Any thoughts?
Well, with those massive amounts of portals that potentially all lead to the Shadowfell, I wouldn't be surprised if
Yeah.
that interferes.
Yeah.
Anyone who is trying to think can make a disadvantage history. 13, yeah, nice.
13!
Can I give myself my flash of extreme genius?
You're so genius.
Not in this case.
Aww. But he's a genius.
I mean, of all people, Newt is like the one who might have had it stored in his systems, but at least for right now, he can't.
Like, I can't forget things.
But you
Yeah,
have.
but-
Newt just
But I
error
don't.
404 file not found.
Probably.
Oh no, Stamler got a 2. That was initially like 17 2. Oh.
Wow, 17, that's such a good... Oh, never mind.
Zamla
Samuel
raises
can't
his
remember where
finger,
he
goes
is.
to speak, and then just goes quiet.
Alright.
No, he lifts his finger, opens his mouth, and foam comes out, and he succumbs to the mushroom he ate earlier.
Alright, on the cart.
17 again.
I mean, Zamla offered to go through
Herbalism
himself.
kit makes up the anti poison. Here, deploys it down throat.
He wakes up and it's like, oh, I can't really remember what I was about to say.
Oh, and he knew the answer as well. Shit, that mushroom must have been like a memory... Like, it kills brain cells or something.
But yeah, I guess.
I guess my 13 also did nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
13... It is the same sort of thing of like... You can't find the information, but you do recall several years ago there was something about like a big widespread panic happened to do with souls or something.
Years?
Yeah,
You're
it would have
talking
been...
about like the death
Yeah, then
curse
Newt
on the
definitely does not
shoulders.
remember
Look,
anything.
Joseph,
like that.
you might remember that, but your character does not.
I mean, yeah, I know that.
Like, Newt is too young to remember anything like that. So,
Hey, Sirak was in Vecna's army at one point. Oh. Anyway, let's, I guess, just head to the Shadowfell, not really knowing what's happening.
So
We
suddenly,
definitely all have the fucking death curse.
suddenly Joseph's theory of what's causing it might have shifted. Maybe
Because
it's
the
not the
universe go-
Shadowfell.
The universe goes, that's not a bad idea!
So when we get these
Then
corpses
if-
through a portal,
I don't think we should bring the corpses. I think they're just going to get turned into more undead.
but
It's
the
the
god
equivalent-
told us to bring corpses.
Yeah, but it's the equivalent of throwing arrows at an archer.
maybe there are creatures that eat corpses.
You can still kill an archer with an arrow.
I mean, you can, but
I
like
know the point you're
throwing
making, though.
throwing them at him with like is usually as effective as throwing a regular stick at someone, except that they can fire the stick back at you and it will be an arrow.
I'm sorry, you're saying that like the advice from a god is not good enough from you?
I think we've interpreted what they said wrong.
I think we all interpreted it the same way, and now you're like, now that we're right at the point where we're about to carry out this stuff, you're like, maybe gods aren't real and don't deserve our
Look, call me crazy, but I'm just saying, bringing like a bunch of corpses to a place where there are so many things that can turn corpses into things that will want to kill us is not the best plan.
Let's bring some corpses to the place where there's corpses, so the corpses can make the corpses corpses.
We're bringing them here so we can use them to distract things that eat corpses with corpses.
Of
Yeah,
course
but
we
you're
are.
talking about like a much smaller percentage of things in there eat corpses versus turn corpses into undead that want to
Actually, a
kill
much larger percentage of things in there eat corpses than in the Shadowfell, eat corpses than turn corpses into
Fair
other
enough.
things.
While
Okay,
this
correct.
conversation's happening,
Okay, hold up.
well, go on.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm thinking to fucking Hollywood zombie in that. But if it's a corpse that is not whole, i.e., head severed, brain damaged, anything like
No,
that,
you
it doesn't
can't.
reanimate.
No, you can reanimate
Yeah,
those.
you can reanimate wherever the
Okay,
fuck
in
you
D&D
want.
you can reanimate ones like that. Okay,
Yeah.
I
Also
won't
in-
say anything then
but
because
also in
that was
D&D
me thinking wrong.
Zombies are not infectious.
True. But, you know.
So Lumen's point is kind of moot.
Because they're
No,
magical, they're
my
not
point's not
infectious.
moot. Because zombies aren't infectious, but there are loads of powerful undead in there that can turn
So
other
don't
things
throw them
into-
at necromancers. Got it.
Yeah, but there's so many undead that can do that, like wights and mummies and like.
But how do you know what the percentage is? Have you been there?
I mean, no.
I mean,
don't
I would
know-
assume the majority of them are not the really strong, tough ones that are at the top of the food chain.
Let's just go. Let's just go. I've
VR,
given up trying
Yes.
to convince you that this is maybe not the best plan.
make me an
No,
Arcana check.
Oh, Connor.
God, I
gonna-
hope you get a nat 1. I mean, I hope you get less than 20 because then last
I mean, I'm
night's thing was
I'm
important.
using
I
borrowed
guide you.
knowledge on this.
But if a
Like,
bunch
you
of
don't
these,
need to.
a bunch of these corpses get up as like ghasts
Whatever,
and
I'm
ghouls when we
rolling.
walk in there, I'm gonna be real salty about it.
Oh, that would not have been enough. But since you rushed here last night, the AC that you had to, DC, sorry, that you had to beat was 1. So you did it.
Okay.
I was just curious if you would have managed to roll the 20 or not. Not too
okay.
far off, but
Okay then.
yeah,
well,
you essentially
that-
stabilize an open portal.
Yeah. I also just want to have Via have this little bit of like role play of on the way to it. Like she just goes, guys, before we go through here, maybe or possibly definitely die. I just wanted to say my behavior when we were at my parents' manor in this universe was less than ideal. And because of said cowardice and incompetence, Lumen now has a fear binding. And he had been put in a lot of danger. I just wanted to let you know that going forward, I'm going to endeavour to, be there more for you guys. And Lumen, when we go back, I want to be there with you so that you aren't facing him alone.
Aw, thanks, yeah.
I should have the courage to stand up to my own what's the word I'm looking for? My own bloodline.
Wait, Lumen, you're bound to a Fae thing?
Yes, my father put a binding on him to go and find the other me.
Sort of looked
Mereditha,
up at his forehead.
you notice now that he's got like a mark on his forehead.
Wow, I'm sorry. Like, I don't really. I'm sorry. I'm a bit face blind for people.
That's fair. I'm not very distinct in the way that I look.
You also notice like as he's reaching up to point at his forehead, like it lifts his top up and you see like a bit of the swirling purple and you're like, oh god, what's that?
Wait, what is that?
Yeah. That's the fear binding.
No,
No, the swirling purple is some far realm stuff that is happening on his body.
that everyone
can't
else
see
knows
that.
Oh my
about.
god, Oh my god, what's happening to you?
Also, one of my eyes is robot, and I have a little snaggletooth.
Oh my god, what happened to you?
I'm not very distinct looking, but
When did all this happen to you? Like I don't like.
Possible
Where
to
did
pick me out. it would be impossible to pick me out in a crowd.
Let's play a game of spot the main protagonist.
Like Mereditha literally, legitimately has not noticed any of this happening.
Well, now you have.
By the way, I lift the shirt again. Like, how did it move?
It doesn't seem to have.
Okay.
Like,
Wait,
should
so
I also
Via's just gonna finish
enjoy
up by just. Yeah.
the level of closeness that the robot and Lumen have of just the robot just lifts his shirt up every
Just-
so often just to check.
So,
Just-
what's happening, Owen?
just to clarify, is her actual dad the evil one, or was that like
This
some-
universe
No,
dad is evil.
This universe's dad has gone slightly mental.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's why Via's apologizing because she freaked out, and now she's like, I freaked out and panicked, evidently surprised, and that does not sit well with me.
Can he heal us here?
I will endeavor to no, not even that. I will be better going forward.
Thanks,
Is it
buddy.
like a curse? Can I remove curse on it?
You think it'll be a bit stronger than that? Father could do anything with him with that binding if he doesn't pay up. If he doesn't
Is it
hold
like
up
a-
his end of the
is it-
bargain.
Is it like a geish?
No?
Via, you could like explain it as being like the equivalent of like a devil deal or a devil contract.
Yeah. It's kind of like a demon contract.
So
Or
it's not like the 9th level spell that like compels you to do a thing.
he's not compelled, but there will be consequences if he doesn't hold up his own end of the bargain.
Do you have a time frame?
Good
No,
question.
Yeah,
Oh, great, so
Lumen, as far as you know,
Oh,
you
great,
do
so
not.
Father did that part too.
as far as I'm aware, no. But like, I do want to get it done as soon as possible, just in case there's a hidden one.
Mm-hmm.
So
But I take it that if you do hold up your end of the bargain, that there is something that you'll gain.
we'll get all of his knowledge on Chardlin and planar travel and stuff.
I thought you already gained all of that knowledge.
Apparently, I have.
He's probably still locked it away inside that. Nods at the binding.
Maybe.
All the more reason to get in here. And
Lu-
shall I?
Lumen's just suddenly
Yep.
realizing that he doesn't know what he gets out of this.
Into the breach.
Literally opens it. It looks like she's opening a pair of curtains. She makes it look that easy. Just boom.
Where
did
the
Eve
portal's
go?
open.
I am
He's
right
just
here.
behind
Yeah.
us.
Oh, good. Can you keep an eye on that one? Like, he seems like he's falling apart.
I can do that.
Thanks.
Takes out eye, places it in Lumen's pocket.
I think it's very
I
funny
nearly
that, like,
spat out my water there at that.
I also think it's very funny that, like, Murdatha's like, you should keep an eye on him. He seems like he's falling apart, and then you look at Murdatha, and Murdatha's literally looks like a skeleton with, like, scaly skin stretched over it.
Also, not important note. While Murdertha was having a nap because they weren't very well last week, it was Eve that was carrying you.
Thank you.
Aw,
Yeah, Eve carries you for the whole session.
But yeah,
actually,
I'm like, keep an eye on that on that one. He looks like he's falling apart. I was too busy in my own angst to notice until now.
Mm.
But yeah,
Oh, better late than never.
what?
I mean,
what
you're
is-
all not real people to me at the moment. It's fine.
Love you too,
Wait.
Meredith.
You're all fictions of my imagination. This is how this works. Oh god.
I'm
Except for
going
Felix.
to-
Felix is real.
I'm
Yes.
I'm going to use my changeling shapeshifting to change my size to small and turn into a gnome.
Okay.
I stab at thee, and I like stop myself. I'm like, no, they're not real. They're not real.
Before
You've
we
literally just seen a sheep man turn into that. You know that's not a real gnome.
Yeah,
It
but
hurts.
dark magic.
My brain. Oh
You must
my.
fight it, murderer. You must
my
fight
heart-
your addiction.
Oh god. Murder, heart attack, collapses,
Like-
dead. Too much
Uh,
anger.
Healing magic brings you back and goes, I'm very proud of you. You held back.
Just like the vein, like it's the sort of the Homer Simpson when he's not allowed to be angry for a
Here
while,
we
like
come.
Yeah.
thing like vein pulsing.
I step.
I
through-
wheel my cart of corpses into the Shadowfell.
Yeah, opens the portal, beckons everyone through.
What is?
Get your corpses here. Get your corpses.
I
I-
change back.
I say hello from the other side of the portal.
Nice. I can't remember the song, but the song from Corpse Bride in the bar starts playing.
Yo, look at all them
Oh,
Nightwalkers. Them some big Nightwalkers.
die, we all pass away.
Yep, that one.
We all end up the remains of the day.
Hey, do you ever feel like you've just entered Attack on Titan?
I've only just now noticed the Nightwalkers. Fuck.
And,
Hey,
and,
that
and that
whole-
giant fucking thing
Oh,
in the top
and-
left corner.
Yes, I've just scrolled up. There's a fucking Leviathan dragon thing there.
Did you
I think
remember
that is
last
just a
time-
Leviathan.
That's correct,
Remember
yeah.
last time when I was like, hey, every time a person enters the negative energy plane, a Nightwalker walks out of it. Remember when I said that? Crazy.
They're literally there just because you said that.
Hey guys,
Shit.
should we be doing something about all of those demons now like going through our portal back to the real world?
Nah, let them go.
A bit beyond our pay grade, that town is full of clerics that can apparently cast resurrection. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Yeah, they're a city. They're big. They can like. You've got to remember, we have to be able to do things that are within our reach and limit and power. We can't save everyone. We're not all powerful.
You
Yet.
see the Leviathan squeezing its way through the portal.
Okay.
No, you stay in there.
If I'm right, exactly here is where you come out. Right on
Where
the
was here?
edge of the gash. Where the X I
Ah.
put on the map is.
Okay, where's the X?
I did
see
did
it.
have to
At
put-
the edge
There
of the
it is.
gash.
I've spotted it.
Ah, I seize it.
There's like
I
a way
think
to-
that's pretty much exactly where you went in.
Right next to the yawning chasm in the floor.
Correct. You like almost fall into it.
Ugh.
Wings split out wide to steady.
The
Now we
market
just
here is
have
way
to find-
worse.
Now we just have to find ourselves. We're on a journey of self-discovery.
Immediately you see tons of undead running at you. Like hundreds.
Okay. Cut and run.
Yeah, leg it.
Uh,
Fly up.
The
But-
bodies can be the distraction, as well as the little.
Leave
meat
the
puppet.
bodies behind.
Can we turn over the carriage or something?
basically, you do that and you panic and Via flies away and shit. Anyone who is like left on the ground, you essentially get like knocked to the floor. And as
What's
they-
their speed?
I would like to starlight step onto a roof.
Sure.
And what's the zombie speed, Andrew?
Probably 60 at the moment.
100 feet horse, motherfuckers! And before.
Alright, fine. Just Meredith then. Maybe Newt as well. You get
Hey,
pushed to...
Meredith can't fly. Or teleport.
Sorry, what?
We're getting pushed to the ground by a horde of undead.
Can I please turn undead?
Sure. You use Turn Undead and they essentially start running around your quotation marks bubble of Turn Undead.
Cool. Well, they run away from me. They
Yeah.
just keep running away from me. They don't run around.
Zambler's gonna ride back to you and offer you to get on the back of their horse whilst you've got the turn undead thing.
Yeah, I just glide down and say, "Oh, thank the stars that worked."
You do notice from using the Turn Undead that it doesn't look like they're going for you. You're just in the way. They are fucking eviscerating the cart though.
I'm like, okay, let's move. Let's move. Let's move. Let's move.
Yeah. In fact, there's a good chance that the negative version of the moon tower is where other Lumen went, assuming there is a negative version of the moon tower. I look over.
You cannot
Is
see
there?
one.
Okay.
Also,
Can I
why
say
did we
one from
then?
my elevated position?
Why did we change through the? Was it only this portal that was viable, or why didn't we go through closer to the tower? That
Because this is where the portal was. This is where I detected it. I can't
True,
move them.
There is,
I
there
can
is
just find and
one-
open them.
There was
I thought there
one
were a
safe
bunch
portal.
of.
There were a bunch of
This
wisps,
is this
but
is
there
the
was only
this
one
is
actual portal.
Oh,
this
okay.
is the only one that was stable and I could open and close. The other ones were just remnants of what was left over from before.
Okay, fair enough.
Also, via you would know, you would have to like search the town to find others, constantly casting the spell.
Or just concentrating on it because it's concentration for a while.
But
Just
yeah,
keep
Yeah.
it up.
if it was a case of like you knew this one.
Yeah. Yeah, there is also the fact I could have travelled all over the town, but it only lasts for about 10 minutes, so I would have to keep casting it and I'd burn through my magic real quick that way.
That's fair.
I guess we can at least head to the same location because it might not be a tower, but it'll probably be an
Maybe it's
evil...
a basement.
It might be an evil place. Yeah, it might be a basement or a dungeon. No,
Like a multi-level tower just
run!
in the ground.
As you're all like leaving away, you do notice one of the giant creatures looming over you, and it essentially vomits on all of you, and then walks off. Oh, I drew on that map. I didn't mean to do that.
What did it vomit on us?
Blackness.
Is it tangible?
Yeah.
I'll press the.
Can I stop her some into one of my things?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna prestidigitate myself clean again.
Yeah, prestidigitation clean.
Does my or any other
Actually, I
other
might
than
scrape
react to
some
it?
into a vat. I might scrape some into a vat from a herbalism kit. You never know when I might need it for potion crafting.
Does any of my Chardolin react to it? Either the one I made of or the other ones that I have on me?
Not in a noticeable way.
Okay.
Cool.
An unnoticeable way I slowly turn evil.
I mean, that might be a thing, but that's not something you worry about unless you spend the next couple of months here.
That's fair.
What you see on the two Wizzy casters after they prestidigitate themselves, they look more shadowy than they did before.
Have we got more fucking weirdness going on with how we look?
Do I feel more shadowy?
Not physically.
Okay.
If you clean yourself off, you would also notice you look that way as well.
Well,
Is there any checks that we can make to know what this is?
You could make me an Arcana check to try and figure it
now
out.
we are Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's a big Arcana.
Yeah. Look, my guess is just that it makes it so undead don't automatically try and kill us because I think we might be part undead now.
Well, Via's having a brain fart moment. Never mind.
That is my wild speculation. What does Lumen think? So
What does Lumen think? Wow.
he's thinking.
I mean, pretty
Think
much,
thoughts.
yeah, kind of like what you said. You and Newt get the idea that essentially it vomited on you and has stained you. And you now essentially have the same sort of, in quotation marks, aura as the people who live here.
Oh, okay.
And that was
Cool.
what you think you got that for feeding the presumably
Feeding-
very starving undead.
Feeding the boys. Nom, nom, nom.
You brought snacks for the boys.
Lumen is saddened at the desecration of all of these bodies, but he's like, okay, well, I guess we had to do it. Sag.
At least, at least with this, we have bought us have a little bit of extra time. However,
Yeah.
we do only have an hour until that portal shuts, like properly. I can crack it open again, but it'll be significantly more difficult. And the stars are telling me I'm not going to be able to just brute force it.
To be
Alright,
fair, if
let's
you want to go to the tower, we won't make it in an hour. So
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to rely on you in the future eventually anyway, so we believe in your abilities and we're...
Especially since
I
we
guess-
probably have to walk
I
here
guess
first.
I guess I'll just have to be S tier as usual.
we'll...
Is your madness still on, by the way?
Yeah,
I mean,
Lumen
yeah,
is
but
now,
it is,
Lumen is now
but
cringing at like, hmm...
I mean,
sometimes
yes, but I'm
seems
no
off.
good at I'm no good at role playing Mary Sue characters, so I'm just like, what the fuck do I even say?
It's
So
fine.
I'm only doing it when I see an opportunity.
But see, now Lumen has
It's a
actually
twitch that
twinged...
happens every now and again. It's not blanket permanent. That's the way I'm thinking of it.
But see, now Lumen has actually noticed something's up with you.
He's like, that was a bit boisterous.
So odd. I'll talk about it later when we're not in mortal peril.
Also, it's
You
very...
just accept it as like, well, she did make a major Kamehameha, so yeah.
You're also
that-
gonna have to
that
walk
fucking
around the
death-
gash.
Yeah.
The gash.
I think
That
the
Death Star laser beam was pretty big.
I guess the fastest way is try and walk to like here and then up
Yeah.
towards
Uh,
here.
Can I see this lava river if I fly up a little bit? Because then it'll be a case of, oh fuck, we have that to contend with as well. So we
yeah,
might have to.
it's
go all the way
very
to one of
obvious.
Yeah, Via's like, we're gonna have to use the bridges. The river's pretty much off limits.
Never mind, it's only like 90 feet.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
sure that's what it is.
It's
thought
only
the
like
tower
it's only like a 200 feet walk. We'll be there in like like 2 rounds, 18 seconds.
Everyone give me a perception check who was not called Murdertha.
19.
14.
22. Sorry, yeah. Thank you, Bet.
Hello.
My wonderful Bet the Bat. What a good boy.
21.
So, no, I said everyone not Murdertha.
Aw,
Even with a 22, you don't notice because it's funnier that way.
what damn you.
Everyone else, nah, even like the 14 would be enough. You notice that there's like a skeleton with its arm around Murdertha, like over the shoulder.
That'd be pretty hard to miss.
Do we know that skeleton?
Does it have one eye still in a top hat?
No, but
And a really prominent underbite.
it is a kobold skeleton.
Ah.
So, Murdertha, you made a new friend?
Is it? Oh no, that was a goblin.
Kobold skeleton friend? Just hanging out?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look to your left.
I see nothing, I'm blind. Obviously, I can't notice this. I have been told by God that I can't notice this.
No, you can notice once it's pointed out to you, but you hadn't noticed because it was just a kobold to you. You like just yeah, it's a kobold. What about it?
Is it one of those that? Oh, right. He sees it as a kobold, so it wasn't noteworthy.
Yeah.
Is it a kobold skeleton the same way that I could currently be described as a kobold skeleton?
Yes, but the coat that he's wearing is far baggier than yours. And
Yeah, I'm like
your coat is your skin.
asking this friendly kobold what his name is.
Hey, name's Jangles. Look, you look like you're newcomers around here.
Nice
yeah,
to meet you, Jangle.
yeah.
So you
Came through from that material plane.
when you actually say that, he looks actually very shocked. Oh, you did, did you? How'd you do that?
Oh, I've got a friend who creates portals.
Waves.
They like rush over and are like, you know, like buffing up you, like patting you down and like getting the dust off you. It's like, oh, didn't know we had such powerful casters with words. How'd you manage that?
We opened this
Well,
portal.
I
right
happen
here.
to I happen to specialize in certain kinds of magic. And maybe have the power of the stars backing me up.
He looks like real confused, but it's like,
Stars don't exist here.
Looks up at the sky.
Hey, no there, boy. Stars exist. Points at the one single star they have.
But it's still looking up. Shit.
Loon be like, "But I stepped through the starlight. That's how I spatial travel.
Yeah, and there's one star.
That's good."
At least there's one.
Wait, there's a star here? The Shadowfell shouldn't have a star.
I mean, it's not a star in the same type of star that you guys have a star, but, you know, it's close enough to us.
You know a lot about the material plane.
Yeah, I've read many books. Got all that
Yeah.
green stuff, right?
Yeah, grass. Or money.
It sucks.
Yeah,
Good old
grass and
mountain
money.
homes are the best.
Speaking of books, you haven't seen anyone around here that looks like me, have you?
Oh, how's about this? You tell me the secrets of your travel, and I'll help you out. Your old buddy Jangles. I can guide you around, maybe find people you're looking for.
Yeah, this
He's a
guy's...
kobold, he seems trustworthy.
Yeah, he seems... Lumen, I trust everyone. Yeah, he's a kobold, he seems trustworthy.
What did you say? He said, I tell him the secrets of how how we got here, and he shows us around.
And can help you look for people, yes.
Yeah, that sounds like a fair deal.
Points at the kobold. My beak is sealed until we find who we're looking for. That is my condition.
Oh.
But accept that, and then we have a deal. I will tell you.
They
I mean,
they put out their
we
hand for a
informed them,
handshake.
Shakes will tell them how do, but as long as we do find who we're looking for.
Sure, nice to meet you.
If you follow that agreement by the letter, you're not allowed to speak until we find people.
Well,
So,
my beak is sealed about the answer to that question. Regarding the answer to that question is the exact phrasing that you would use. I just, being as brain fried as I am right now, missed that
It's
one
okay.
little bit.
and,
It's fine. You only have very, very, very slightly agreed to a fair pact with him, but only the
I'm
tiniest.
I'm the fucking fair doing the deal. I'm
Yeah.
the one who set the conditions.
Oh, that obviously he's agreed to one with you, but I mean, like, you aren't powerful enough to set fair bindings, but you're like, you have a magical link to this person now.
Hey, the only way to learn is to
to
the only
do.
way to learn is to do. And she's like, just like Mum and Dad would do. Would do this. We'll go. They say they say there's a deal to be made. Yes, but I'm going to set these conditions. Make sure I get what I want out of this.
All right, Jangle.
But if we do, she's willing to tell him.
Take us to the people who look exactly like us. Well, specifically, me and the bird, because and the sheep.
Speaking of the people that look like us, are they alone?
I don't know where they are. I said I can find them for you.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
expect you to take us straight to them. I don't expect you to know everyone, but just like where do we start?
Oh, we're gonna head over to that big building in the distance.
Okay.
You can like see the spire, and that's about it.
Okay. Follow.
what did you point to?
The building that in the normal place is the capital's castle. He
Yeah.
wants
okay.
to take us to there. So yeah, just follows him. Lumen is far too trusting for this environment.
Okay, so what would you like to be doing on the way there? You're gonna obviously notice a bunch of things, but is there anything in particular that anyone wants to do on the journey? Because it's obviously gonna take a bit of time.
I want to make friends with Jangle.
Have detect magic up and see if she notices any of the traces of the magic that Via uses.
Are there any interesting plants around?
Not really. That one I can answer very quickly. There's
Yeah,
a
all
lot
the
of
plants
very
here
dead
die.
plants.
Yeah.
A lot of very dead things.
Yeah, like if you were talking like life points, they have 1. They are alive, but only just.
Oh well, I can use like cantrips to like imbue them with life and shit, like druidcraft.
I mean, you can try. I did that last week to the ones that were in Saloon's garden, and it did very little. But go for it.
You JoJo's Part 5 breathe life into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, Andrew.
Sure. You draw a load of attention as there's just like bright, colourful things. You basically get like about a minute or 2 before it starts withering again.
You successfully breathe life into it for like a minute. But, you know, it
That's
got to
at
be a happy plant for a minute.
So we
just like in Saloon's garden, then.
Yeah, more or less.
so we
So-
eat them before they die.
That would work, maybe. Because you've
Poor
ripped it out of
plant.
the ground before the life force was drained out.
Fucking poor plant. You get to be the only plant in this dimension that's happy, and then you immediately get eaten.
Nom, nom,
They're
nom,
gonna
nom,
die
nom.
in a minute anyway.
No, they're going to
We-
go back to being depressed in a minute.
Yeah. None of these plants are dead. They're just close.
Exactly, they're gonna go back to being suicidal for the rest of their lives.
They
Oh.
definitely are the I have no mouth and cannot scream. Because they're plants.
If anything, they're gonna be like, yes, please put us out our misery. Just fucking
That
do
is
it.
exactly why I'm not casting Speak with Plants right now.
Okay, so if you're not doing anything like specific on the way, the things that you would notice are, first of all, you'd not exactly paid much mind to it when Jangles was talking to you, but as you're walking, you can actually understand the undead talking to each other.
Oh, nice. I want to say hi to some, you know. I just want to be everyone's friend.
You're like, you go up to someone and say, "Ah, hi, it's nice to meet you," and he spins around, and but he goes too fast, and his jaw just like shoots off, and he's like, "Oh no!" Shit."
Oh, hang on, let me get that for you. And I just like I invisible mage hand scoop it up,
And
and
it
get
ju-
it back to him, and then I'm
Y-
just like,
Yeah,
okay, buddy.
once you like, it doesn't look like it locks in anywhere, right? But like once you put it where it should go, it sort of like seems to magically reattach itself as such.
Hey, see, I'll help you out there, buddy.
Oh,
okay?
hello there! Are you new to town?
I've been here, but on another dimension.
All right. Oh, you're one of them people who used to live over in that what's it called? The something plane.
Material.
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Okay.
Back
you
before it all
seen-
got sealed away.
Probably, maybe. Also, have you seen anyone who looks like me?
I don't
Who
think
isn't
so.
me? What did he say?
He said, "I don't think so."
Fair enough. Well, you just let me know.
Well, all right. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, it's been nice meeting you too.
Just to check. None of those people with you. They're not your slaves, right? Because
No.
the slave market's been awful dry recently, and I'm so hungry.
I was
No,
told people
I'm
should not be owned.
Really?
Oh,
That is correct. None of us are each other's
Yeah.
slave.
we don't really jive with slavery. Then again, people are also not our food source, so it's difficult to judge you based on the
Ex-
position we're in.
Except for this one, and I point towards the unseen servant on my floating disc.
Covered in meat.
He eats people, definitely.
He eats people.
He's He's gone. He's gone from I have no mouth, but I must scream to it's a serial killer. It's a serial killer cannibal, but it
It's
doesn't
gone.
have a mouth.
It's gone from I have no mouth yet I must scream to I have no mouth yet I wanted to eat you.
Oh, but yeah. I mean, you have. It's been a jaw-dropping encounter for sure.
He like finger guns. He's like, oh,
Ah,
you get
finger
your
guns.
joke. That's a good one.
Oh, but
Nice.
we'll be on our way. It's been nice meeting you. What's your name?
Johnny.
Ah, nice to meet you, Johnny. I'm Lumen.
Ah,
Shakes hand.
Pleasure to meet you. Shakes hand. Yeah, his hand comes off in your hand as you're shaking it.
I was hoping you were gonna go there.
As that happens, the like invisible mage hand like seamlessly grabs it and then just reattaches it. As if-
I'm falling apart.
It's fine. I'm pretty happy to put you back together. It seems. Have some fun.
You too. You do notice when he turns back around. He seems to have been talking to a butcher. You do see it like in the back room some really skinny humanoids like in cages,
Oh, this is fucking awful.
like of different races.
Oh, this is so bad. Lumen hates it here so much.
He's like, oh, I had such a lovely encounter. Then his eyes wander behind him.
Does it
Oh.
say how much the slaves are?
It doesn't say how much the slaves are, but it does say how much a cut of meat is.
Ah, that's so much worse.
How much for
Yeah.
a whole one? I don't have any money, but. Fuck. Oh.
What do they ask for? Like, is it actual money that they're asking for?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it seems to be in just like standard denomination.
This is so painful for Lumen.
So could we, like, is it in a range where technically we could buy a whole?
Can we buy a whole live one?
Oh, the chef like pushes Johnny out the way. He's like, we have a customer. What would you
Yeah?
like? I have some very supple dwarf, fattened up on beer cake.
Uh-huh.
I have this very sensual elf.
Uh-huh. Oh.
We were inquiring as to whether it is
Lumen's
whether
face
we would be
is currently
able.
just
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Via
Blue
notices you're
stuff.
wavering, so she's gonna try and stomach it and take over. And it's just like, we were just inquiring with your associate whether we'd be able to purchase one, raw, whole, alive.
hey,
Oh,
wait, one quick thing. Hey, did you recently get a bunch of new stock in? Like, did like a supplier show up with a bunch of people, or did people just suddenly appear in the streets at one point?
That's a good question. Were any of
The
them
other-
avian in nature?
oh,
Didn't the
you,
other just say that the slave market has been kind of slow?
Yeah, but that might be because a bunch of new people just turned up. So like, everyone's
I see.
free
I
slaves
see you
are
are
free
new
food.
to town,
uh-huh.
so you wouldn't know about the recent influx of bodies.
Right.
No slaves, though.
Like alive bodies, dead bodies, undead bodies?
Oh, very
Very
dead.
Yeah.
Suddenly their eye catches you, Murdertha. Like, I know of a treat you would like.
Oh, don't pull out a no.
My kobold friend, how would you like a deep fried gnome?
I look at everyone as they're looking at me.
It's a bit like a deep fried
Waiting.
Mars bar.
There's
But way
a
I
lot,
do
worse.
like those.
there's a lot of judgment going on right
There's a
now.
lot of judgment.
Does Maglubiat condone the tasting of such unholy flesh?
Doesn't
Well,
really
I
talk
mean,
about
you're
it.
showing-
palate with that.
Yeah, it doesn't really. It's never really come up.
Is this
Kurt
where
or
we
Mac
find?
never thought of that.
You,
Is
you,
this where we
Oh
find
yeah,
out?
it's
I want to eat
Kurt
them.
of Mark, not Maglubiat.
Is
Sorry,
this
that's
where
goblins.
is this where we find out that he's just like, oh, cannibalism is pretty nice.
I mean, it's not cannibalism.
it's like
Yeah.
you look at Murderthal licking their lips. You look at the gnome who's like, no! I saw the last
put
one
me in
and
the
it
fryer."
hurts so bad.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Murder's looking at you all, like, looking at the stairs of judgment and being like,
And the best part is, we keep the hat on so you can hold on to that.
guys,
It's
this
like
sounds great.
Like having candy floss.
God, I'm so
You did-
close to just going on a murder spree of all the people in
A
the
murder
leans-
spree.
Via leans into this French talking person is just like, you didn't answer my question.
Oh yes, sorry. I saw a good customer there. I know Kovalds loves the taste of a gnome. You want to buy a whole? Are you planning a party?
Say
Maybe.
that. I'm more inquiring about the pricing and the realism of making such purchase.
Yes. I'm happy to sell a caged animal. That is fine.
Okay, yeah.
What price range are we talking about?
Oh well, it depends what you want. The better the.
Is it by the pound? Is it?
Oh no. We. Well, for the lesser ones, yes, but some have a how you say premium.
It's by how rare the race is, isn't it?
That is one of the premiums, yes. You see him in the back, the Dragonborn? Oh, you could not afford him.
Lumen, very fearful for all of us being, like, attacked and then eaten. Because we're all rare races that are pretty uncommon. With the exception of, I don't think you
Me.
can eat, yeah, I don't think you can
Yeah.
eat construct.
No, he would be like rock candy.
Oh, he likes salt. Or something. He's a
Yeah.
seasoning.
Yeah, grind him up.
Crunching
Oh,
on Chardonnay.
We will sprinkle him with sugar and lick it off.
creme brulee, but the brulee part is new.
I'm still not hearing any numbers.
God, the odds of us getting killed and eaten here are not zero. Especially, we are all rare races.
Yeah, but we're also not commoners either.
I know we're not
Did you
common.
say
as
we're
in-
all rare races? Oh yeah, you're a thingy elf, yeah.
I'm an astral elf.
Well, I suppose, giving the example, it would be about 20 gold for the gnome, deep fried, so that is all of a gnome, so I could sell him for the same, maybe even 19. Because not using the fat. So, like 20, 30, 40, depending on the race.
Also, we could get quite a few if we wanted to.
Ah, you are high payers.
How much?
Up, Newt.
So maybe you would
Trying
be
to be
interested
coy
in
here.
the Dragonborn.
How much is the Dragonborn?
Oh, the
What is it-
Dragonborn is
what-
200 gold.
Can't afford that. Above
We
game.
can try the Dragonborn.
Yeah, hear me out. Why don't we go inside your shop and we can take a look at some of your like stock and
Make a decision.
make a decision.
Well, you can see everything that is on stock.
Oh, so that's what I was about to just ask: is can we see everything that's there?
Yeah,
Can we, like,
essentially
really
what you
look
have is
careful and
like
identify things.
it's like the open front buildings. So like it has he's like leaning over the counter, and you can see everything in the shop behind him.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do they have then? They've got a dragonborn. They've got the gnome that is currently on a stick.
They've got an elf.
Go for an
got,
elf.
They've got a...
An
Dwarf.
elf and some dwarf. And how many dwarves? 2?
They only said one so far, but there are multiple.
And the dwarf is apparently supple, and the elf is apparently sensual.
Yeah.
So we've got. I've counted dwarves as 2, 1 elf, 1 dragonborn, 1 gnome. That's 5.
No, there's a bunch of gnomes. There's like
Okay, there's a
10
bunch of gnomes.
gnomes.
Oh shit!
All crammed into one cage.
So
You know, like how you see chickens.
that's the. I was gonna say that. Well, yeah, actually, if they're deep frying them, chicken.
So you
I
understand
thought-
the taste.
I thought you were gonna say that there's a bird race folk person there, that they're the chicken, and then I'd be like, okay, I'm buying that one.
Are we have any danger if we walk around town with these, that things like others will just try to eat them?
I have a question. Do the police exist here? Like, are there guards?
The what?
I don't think law enforcement exists here.
Oh
is
no,
law
there
enforcement-
are laws.
Does anyone enforce them?
I do not see people eating you.
Ah, right. Got it. Hmm.
Does that include our property? As in, like, if we bought these people?
Oh yes, they would be marked as your own. Well, they are already marked, but they would be marked again as your property.
Hmm.
But by the looks of it, there's 200, 400,
The urge.
500, 600, 750's worth of gold here, probably thereabouts.
Oh,
The urge to
because
kill
I
this guy.
hate you so much, James. You're gonna
Oh, thanks.
you're gonna notice something in the back of the room.
Uh huh.
Which is like hanging in a bird cage. You didn't
Uh-huh.
realize at first what it was, but you're pretty sure
Uh-huh.
it's a bird person. But they've been 100% plucked.
Oh.
So you're like, what the fuck is that? Oh my god, that's a bird person. You're like embarrassed because you're looking at them naked.
Okay, so.
Okay, so add another, 50 or something to that.
Yeah, I would have said 40 or 50 because they're a rarer
Really?
race.
I really just want to, like, knock this guy out. Or turn into a chicken. Nah.
So,
we'll
what can I
fight.
put you down for? And can I have an invitation to the party? It looks like it's going to be a big one.
Want to kill him so bad.
This guy's like an undead, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, probably just like a couple of people get this, but Joseph, because I know that you've met him. You remember the fat guy you met who drank himself till he exploded?
Yeah.
Looks like him.
Okay. I really don't like this. I hate him so much.
If I could remember what he was called, I'd find a picture.
Is he wearing any clothes or anything?
He has a loincloth. He has like some leathers like draped over him.
Okay.
Fat, undead, Baldur's
You mean
Gate
from
3.
Baldur's Gate, yeah.
Fat drunk zombie troll. That's apparently what he is.
Cool.
No, but you mean one of the brothers, right?
How?
Or is it the kids? No, they're siblings, right?
I don't know.
What? How much do you want for the elf?
Ah, the sensual one. You have a good eye. God, the party getting loads of NPCs. The
We
elf.
just don't want people to die, and I can't fight a whole city, so.
The elf would
I'm
be
trying.
30.
You mean him?
Oh, you
Uh,
beat me to it. Yes, I did mean him.
Yeah, aren't they all siblings?
There might be.
Oh no, they're sons. They're all related
Oh
to
yes,
Kithric.
they're Thorm's children or whatever.
So they're 30 gold, you say? Hang on, I need to work it. Hmm.
How much for the bird?
They turn around at your thing at that and was like, oh, uh, it is funny. I did not know that's what they were. I bought it off another. I could give you that silly little thing for, say, 35.
Sure, I'll buy the elf.
I was gonna try and haggle, but this is like another creature's life, so Via's like, sure.
For a
You
second
get
there,
more. I still have money.
I thought you meant that it was like you were gonna say that it's this guy's livelihood.
No, it's
I just for a second thought you were like, oh, I get this guy's job. I don't want to call him.
No, it's more like this is this creature's life. Don't haggle with it because he might just say, "No, fuck off! I'm killing it now." So Via's like, "Yes, I'll take the hit and the 35 gold down." We keep saying we don't have any money, and now we have very tiny bit of money, and we're using it to save people.
I'm back to having basic. I literally have no. I have like 5 gold left. That's what I have to name. Now that I've bought this elf, who is like, I assume on death's door.
They look very murder thirty.
I pull out some food and give it to them and stuff.
I mean,
Yeah, I cast Goodberry.
Yeah, good.
Joseph, don't forget Lumen would still have at least some of the magic eaty food that makes you extra full.
Oh, true. I'll give him a little bit of that.
Do we want more?
I take it they hand me the bird.
I mean,
they bring the bird cage out and after you've given them the gold, obviously they'll bring the bird cage over and put it on the counter.
I think we should spend all of our money on saving people.
And Lumen my pouch. You choose. I don't know who to choose.
Oh, okay. Making me pick who lives and dies. How much money do you have?
Again, trying to be sorry, but just trying to be coy still. Via's just like, so do you by any chance have like a monopoly on this town or something in terms of this business?
Oh no! I'm just one of many.
Yeah, but it's I assumed that, but it's the whole starfish thing of like, you know, it made a difference to that one.
And major money, it's about 200.
Okay.
Plus a little extra.
How many? Okay, how much for like the dwarves and the dragonborn again?
The dragonborn was about 200, I think.
Oh, that's I'll save more. How much for the gnomes as well?
Oh, I said the gnomes are about 20 gold each.
Can
If
I
you
get,
want
like,
multiple, I could give you a discount.
Yeah, can I get a discount for buying all of the gnomes?
Oh, I don't even know how many are in the cage.
Because I weigh this as I'm saving the most number of lives.
Think of it this way: you are shifting a lot of stock in a very short amount of time. It's a lot of less legwork you have to do.
Could we do maybe like 100 gold for all the gnomes?
Oh, how about
You don't
this?
have to spend. You don't have to use all that oil.
How about this? I would give. I am pretty good at sizing up a pouch. I would say you have about 400. How about I gives you the dragonborn, all of the gnomes, which by the way will be a bargain, and I give you the extra tasty dwarf with it.
Okay. Sure. I'll take that.
You see that the dwarf is like, you've never seen this before in a dwarf. They're drinking beer and they fucking hate it.
Poor dudes.
Strange for a dwarf.
I think if they've been force-fed it all day forever,
True.
That is their bread.
you'd get sick of it eventually. But yeah, purchases.
Let's do something really stupid. Advanced roller. Can I make it an? I can't make it an advantage. Why not? Fine, I'll just roll 2. Boring. You get 56 gnomes.
56!
Jesus
Fucking
Christ!
hell!
Holy
They're-
crap!
Oh my god, that's a lot of gnomes!
Bear in
Yeah,
mind,
you have a freaking.
they're
you
in
have
the
a
same.
workforce to write down spells for you now.
They're in the same size cage as the Aarakocra and the Dragonborn were.
Oh, we let them out? Jesus!
It was like literally like opening a chicken coop.
2, 3, 4.
The world's
A few
safer with them
seconds
where they
later.
are.
A few seconds later, 32, 33.
Yeah.
How many is still in there? A few seconds later, 45, 47.
Is this some sort of clown car?
Is
Oh,
it
you
extra,
beat me
is
to
this cage an extra dimensional space?
No, they just stacked them really well.
I
Yeah,
am
like a
very
clown
good
car.
at Shadowfell Tetris, you see.
I was going to
Oh.
say it's like Gnome Tetris in there.
Well, all of our new friends, the small army we've acquired.
Someone, for the love of Christ, please write down that what you got, because I will not remember.
Okay, so
Can
we
you
got,
repeat it?
we got,
We could have put it in the shared loot.
yeah, allies.
True.
I'm writing this
I'm
down.
putting it in allies.
Yeah, in allies. We have elf. We have.
I mean, I don't
Sec-
think any of these gnomes are allies. Let's be honest.
You have sexy elf,
in brackets.
Luscious elf, right? Or something like that. No, sensual,
Sensual.
elf, that's one.
Yeah,
Uh,
sensual.
be
I'm
a
still calling
bastard
it what you said.
dwarf.
Dwarf.
Emaciated?
Space drunk.
Like they
Okay.
absolutely stink of alcohol.
56 gnomes.
56
And
gnomes, you know that
Aarakocra.
one.
And one, was it an Aarakocra specifically?
One Aarakocra that's been plucked and one Dragonborn.
What color is the dragonborn?
Hard to tell because of like where you are. They look kind of weird, like a little bit like you, in that they might be a crystalline one.
Okay, welcome to the team, guys.
Look a bit weird. They look like you.
Yeah, but he does look weird because he's a walking
do look
fucking
weird.
crystal.
Are these all male, or are they... I mean, I'm not going to ask about the 56 gnomes, but like...
what is the gender breakdown on these things?
I mean,
guess?
the elf is female, the dwarf is male, the dragonborn is male.
So elf space
The-
F.
female elf,
Aarakocra.
male
M.
dwarf, the
I'm
bird,
I would say the
Dra-
Aarakocra is
Dragonborn
male.
isn't.
male.
Aarakocra is male.
and
What's the
the
ratio on the
dragonborn,
gnomes?
Male.
Uh,
Gnomes, fuck knows.
The dragon
like
is
30-70.
male, right?
Yeah.
30-70
30% male.
yeah.
30% male, 70% female. Okay. 30... Jesus, 30, 70,
30-70 split.
F.
And he's
Okay.
like, "So what, how many? Ah, you did get a bargain. Well done."
God.
It was like a really like foul, morbid, evil pick and mix.
Note to self, return to the
So, like,
Shadowfell
pick and mix.
and purge.
So like pick and mix.
He like flicks his wrist and a card magically appears and is like, "I would like you to be one of my most trusted customers."
Okay, I'll take the card. Just let me know when you get any new stock.
Oh, it
mean-
should be a while, but for you, of course.
I mean, Via will take a card, but she knows why she's taking it. She's
Like,
not gonna say why.
you see on the back of the card there is like a circle, and he does say, if he wants to contact you, that will like blink very briefly. Well, not briefly, like very dimly.
Okay, we give the people as much food and sustenance as can be done.
Yeah, I'll
You're
cast
fattening
Goodberry
them
to
up.
feed them. I've cast Goodberry to feed them. Will like save the Arakokra rousers. Like after we've left the place, actually. Well, I'll cast Goodberry straight away and give them one, but we'll wait until we've like moved away a bit.
Yeah.
I have mayonnaise to offer.
You have an alchemy jug. I have Goodberries.
So I guess water might be more important for them, but
Yeah, let's do water rather
Yeah,
than
can we do water?
the gnomes are like, no, we'll have the mayonnaise.
See, this is why you have to like prime gnome traps with mayonnaise. They love this stuff.
oh, I thought you'd like to dip domes in mayonnaise.
I mean, same difference.
Anyway, Jangles, let's keep going.
He's very like confused by like your philanthropy.
I have
got-
no money anymore.
None of us. Welcome to the club.
Now,
Welcome to the club.
do you advance on?
Yeah.
Has my detect magic not caught anything so far? Because I'm just keeping it up and keep ritual casting it.
Are we
Not.
taking a break every 10 minutes for 10 minutes?
You can sit on the back of You can sit on Samla's floating disc.
I mean, I've just been using my wings to flap along and just keep it going.
Yeah, but you have to. You can't
know, I'll
ritual
just-
cast
I'll-
while moving. So we have to make a 10-minute break every 10 minutes.
I mean, I'll sit on the disc to ritual cast if we're going to be that, like, specific about it.
we can do it in tandem, so we can keep it up because you can't cast and have it on. And...
I mean,
Never mind, it doesn't matter.
Zamla has the disc up, so that
Yep.
lasts for 8 hours.
Anyways,
I thought about the disc, but never mind.
you haven't noticed anything special yet, apart from like
Okay.
there's obviously the whole place is like full of necromancy everywhere.
Giving me Cannibal Town from Hell of a Boss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but Cannibal Town's nice. This isn't.
No,
But
it's
anyways-
not.
He's
Cannibal
very
Town's
nice.
There's a very important next part, as I was telling Graham because I just wanted to tell someone. So Jangles is like confused, but like, all right, all of you will go this way. It'll be a shortcut through.
Yep, this is the party now.
So you turn a corner, and you essentially look like you've entered like a bustling market, and you realize that they're all food stalls.
Yeah, we just walk fast. There's nothing that can be done.
Oh, I was looking forward to this
Yeah,
so much.
Puts a hand on Lumen's shoulder. Hey, we saved some people.
Yeah.
Or if they're eating
Not
a
yet.
sandwich behind you guys, being like, "Oh, this tastes very good."
He's from a different culture. Let him have it.
Where did you get that sandwich from? Always had it.
Oh, somebody just gave it to me.
Free sample.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Don't know what's in it.
It's a blend. It's like a hot dog. They just threw whatever was left over and like made it into spam.
That makes sense. Everyone make me a perception as you're passing through while I think
Can
of
I
what the...
choose not to?
No.
I mean, Via is going to be looking just in case she sees one of us in the cages.
That's a fair point. 19.
That's her
That will
worry.
help me.
That's her worry. Is oh fuck, what if these people have us or the other us from this universe in here?
Alright,
Or
Jangle.
already eaten them.
I trust you.
17.
A lot less now that I found out this is what people here eat. But you
I
know,
would be curious to know what I taste like.
I've never wondered that, fun fact.
Well, I'm sure someone here could help you out. Well, I see. The a man in a white jacket walks over.
Nah, we have no money. I'm gonna say this now, we have no money. Look at
Yeah.
all the stuff we bought.
No,
We have
no.
money.
I see you have many slaves, and my restaurant business is looking
Not
to
for sale,
expand.
sorry. Sorry, not for sale.
Ah, you drive a hard bargain.
question: who enforces the laws in this city?
Are you asking? Who are you asking that?
The guy who's like approaching me with a business deal or whatever.
Oh, well, you see, the laws are kind of enforced by everyone.
Right.
I'm
so-
not from around here, you see, but I got taught when I was coming here to do business that basically everyone holds to the laws, otherwise no one will.
Right.
That is how society should work.
So you essentially understand that
There are no guards.
it's
Everyone is the guards.
yeah, but it's just barely holding together. But it works ish.
Guards are over the net.
If
Society.
everyone's in on it, there's strength in numbers.
Let's hope not.
So you're saying that those delicious looking gnomes aren't for sale?
Not for sale, no.
Ah, that's a shame.
Not for sale, gnome.
Well, in case you change your mind, he hands you another card.
Hey, so what is it? Is a gnome worth to you, by the way?
Oh, well, if I was looking at the pile you got there, if I was buying in bulk, I'd probably give you like 1,000 gold for them.
No, thank you. Have a good day.
How much did you spend on these gnomes?
Yeah,
No,
we would make a
sale.
lot of money on them.
Sure,
we
you can
would-
you can
we
have
would
loads
make
of
a
money,
lot
but you
of
have to
money
be
on that deal.
unspeakable monsters.
No, I'm just asking. Like, was this actually a really good business proposition
yeah,
you accidentally made?
100%. We made a fuck ton of profit there. But we'd have to sell the gnome.
Oh yeah, 100%. We got a good rate.
I mean, they're not real.
Then the gnomes all just go, we feel pretty real.
There's a hidden
Well,
transaction.
if you feel pretty
clause.
real, I have to murder you for my god. So, like, do you feel real or not?
Unfortunately, there's a hidden transaction value that just you'll die if it happens. So we better leave.
Oh wow!
I mean, I don't own them. You own them.
I just
No.
realized like the price I gave you is actually almost the exact right amount. Because if
What,
they were
the 1,000?
yeah, if I just thought, oh fuck it, I'm gonna check to be sure. 20, they would sell them for 20, and you've got 56, so it'll be a bit higher. I said 53 for some reason, and that's 1,060.
But yeah,
wow,
He was like 1,000 for the lot.
Yeah.
All right,
So-
that's not a huge profit margin then.
I could be haggled.
I mean, it's a pretty big profit margin considering what we paid for them.
No, we paid. It was actually we paid 100, so we have to divide that down. Because we paid 100, and you said 1,000 for the lot. So yeah, that is an insane profit margin actually.
Yeah, it was just like off what you were told that per gnome being 20 gold. It would come out at 1,120 if you sold them each for 20 gold.
Yes.
So yeah, he was like trying to get a bulk discount.
Just like we did.
We got a really mental bulk discount.
Does
Yeah.
anyone take the business card from him?
No.
No.
Nah.
Oh, well, that is a shame.
It's
Murder's not actually interested in doing this. He just was like interested in making the gnomes feel a little bit weird.
a crying shame. Well, we'll be moving on. Come along, Jangles.
Via's going
you
to
see
be-
him do a little bow to the man in the white outfit as he passes.
Right, so Via's going to be checking the stalls to check if either her or the other her or the other Lumen are in any of the cages. Or the other
Yeah.
Zamla, because I think everyone else is already like gone or dead or something.
I'll
in
also
the-
tell
This
the
universe party.
I also tell the 56 gnomes to keep an eye out.
Yeah.
56 gnomes, keep an
Our-
eye out. What
our-
for?
Our
Us.
cockroach person, keep an eye out for any owls in the cages. They might be.
Would healing the Aarakocra grow their feathers back?
No.
I can try. I mean, the good berries that I give them give a little bit of healing. If they didn't, then I'm gonna say no.
They're like, can I have a blanket, please?
Yeah,
Can
I'm
we-
gonna.
You can have mine.
Oh, okay then.
Can we start calling your character an Owlacocra?
Who are you asking that?
What- Who you asking? Via?
Yeah.
No.
How racist. They're not an Aarakocra, they're a different kind of bird.
But yeah, we make our way to the place.
I take it. I find nothing.
So with your rolls, you do keep thinking you might have like caught sight of like your ewes, but it always ends up being like children of a similar age or like similar
Worse.
or like similar bird people, like same breed of avian.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, you don't specifically see yourselves as.
Well, that's a small comfort, but it's still really fucked up seeing owlins of my age group stuck in here.
What's most fucked up is when you see the one that's like very similar to you.
As in, like, an owlin with really dark feathers.
Yeah.
Look, there's nothing we can do at this point.
I
Just
do
wait.
have a little bit left.
Okay. How much are?
What do you mean?
How much is the owl that looks similar?
How many you want? You want 2 wings?
Gestures to the Aarakocra. In this state.
Ah, you
without
want me to
looking-
pluck them for you?
No,
I said
whole
without
thing
looking.
live unplucked. We'll do all of the plucking and meal prep, so we should get a discount.
Ah, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I see you got quite a menagerie of food there behind you.
Yes. Now, how much will it be?
How about this?
I do know.
You take my card, and you promise to come by here next time. I'll give you 15 gold.
Do you have 15
Okay,
gold?
that.
Yeah.
What, 15? What, you'll give us that off next time we come here?
No,
Or...
in his accent,
he
he's basically
will-
saying
he will
he'll sell
tell
you it
you-
for 15.
He'll sell you it for 15 gold, provided next time we come along, we'll come to his business. And
That's a 50%
Alright.
discount.
I'm willing-
Alright, I'll knock 15 off me gold and take it and save this owlin.
okay,
Oh,
we keep-
actually,
Bec-
I just thought. You like you're. He like leans over towards Via and is like, you like eating a bit of the old cannibal meat. Looks over at the one that he's just sold you. Looks at the Aarakocra that's been plucked. He's like, do I have a
mean-
treat for you?
see where this goes. Maybe
Yeah,
it leads-
yeah. I was going to speak up, but you were mid sentence, so I shut up. Via just doesn't say anything, just listens.
So, there are some that think of this as a delicacy. And he like takes out like a surprisingly small box and opens it, and you see a quite small egg, magically shrunk. You see, the higher class. They love to chow down, 'cause I've never understood it myself, but apparently the crunching of the bones and like it cuts the mouth and the flavor, it's apparently mwah. So could I interest you?
Who has the best sleight of hand?
God, you'd have to roll fucking high when it's in front of them.
That's why we're going to cause a distraction first, Andrew.
That is fine, however.
But then we're gonna have the whole freaking town on our hands, probably.
Yeah, but it'll be fine if he doesn't notice.
Via, can you give me a advantage history check?
Wait a minute, I can mage hand silently without somatic components. I could just grab it with that and make it float away.
I mean, he definitely would notice, though.
He'd notice, but he wouldn't know it's up.
So with your history check, Via, you do recall hearing of like it tends to be like the from where you're from, more the snake type creatures that tend to do it. But you have heard
Yeah.
of like some creatures do eat like that. So you would know that there's a very high chance that this egg is still technically alive. And it's likely kept in a form of stasis in its storage. Because it's very well known that the freshness is the most important part. That's just a bit of information for you there.
Yeah. Via's struggling to poker face it.
No, not
anyone have
interested.
Does anyone have good sleight of hand? Anyone? None of us
I'll-
are thieves. God damn it.
I'll pass.
Ah, that's a shame. Closes the box and places it back under the counter.
Uh-huh.
But you're always welcome here if you change your mind.
Takes the owl.
Can I start
Get-
talking to the shopkeeper and just like strike him?
Lumen Via grabs you.
Oh, okay.
I
So this street, it's quite busy
What?
and like bustling, isn't it?
Relatively, yeah.
What's behind the stalls? Is it like solid block buildings?
There's like essentially think of it as like down each side there are solid block buildings, and down the middle there's like two sets of tents facing each way. This is one of the solid buildings, though.
Uh-huh. So if there's tents, and that's the tents are where the desk is.
It would be, but he's in one of the solid buildings.
Okay.
The tents are like just pop-up shops, whereas like the one that he's in is like you can see a sign over it, so you can tell that this is his business.
Uh-huh.
Hence why he was like
Okay.
coming back.
Okay. Plan.
Yeah.
So Via, like, as she grabs Lumen still at the desk and she's putting the owl in the cage on like the floor, she brushes her hand back, like through her hair, and plucks out a single feather, and just as if she's like, just going, oh, another one came out, and then she like flicks it off, like flicks it like on the other side of the desk, just a feather, and then just leaves that so that we can go off to the side, and then again grabs Lumen, and goes, Lumen, you can do that invisible mage hand, right?
Yeah, I was gonna talk to him and then try and steal the box.
Well, I've left my feather in there. I can see. I can direct you which way to put the hand.
Okay.
VI, you will need to make me a stealth.
Good thing I'm okay at those.
I'll try and use the...
Will he have to make perception to see?
Yes. It'll be like your stealth versus perception.
Guess what he's getting.
That's fine. Then.
Okay.
He gets
I
a
got
natural
12.
1 though.
Yeah. Wow, that was an awful stealth roll with a +5
Yeah, but
and a +4.
But she looks at that's a dog shit roll. But she looks into the future and goes, "Okay, he's not looking. No,
Now let's see what he would have got.
what he
Obviously,
would have got."
You don't know the bonus.
Oh yeah,
You don't know the bonuses.
He got a 2 anyway.
Wow. Even with the bonuses that he has, which are pretty good, that's...
Okay, so I don't lose that one.
Yeah, you don't
'cause
even need to use the nat one.
Yeah, just don't even... Okay, so like...
So yeah,
I'll
when he
I
turns, you like flick it behind him.
Yeah, so puts the cages down and like pulls Lumen to one side, and as if we're like deliberating on what to do with them, or just two people huddled together in front of the cages. It doesn't look super conspicuous, at least in this environment. It doesn't. And then like, Via's just like, just keep an eye out for me, right? Because I'm not going to be able to see around here. I'm going to see in there. And she closes her eyes and uses Eerie Token. So are the shelves like separated out, or are they flat?
What do you mean by separated out?
You know how come like some shelves would be like flat bit, and then there'll be like a partition, like a vertical
Right, so like
vertical
you're saying
partition
like
separated off in little pockets, or is it just the shelves are just a flat bench
it-
all the way across?
like
Isn't that IKEA
like
shelf
the
or a big
mailbox type ones are like flat. It's like a bit of both. Like where that one is stored is in like one of the boxed off ones, whereas there is just like directly in front of him there is just a flat one with just like general garbage on it.
Okay, so Via's like, if you put your mage hand behind the desk, and then the boxed off, like the shelf where they put the box in or on is X distance to the right.
Sure, I will maneuver my mage hand into position, but the other issue is he will notice a box with a thing he values in just floating away. We do need another distraction. I could go out and make fireworks with like prestidigitation and stuff and sparks. Just do a little show.
And if
Or could
Christian,
be-
if you're
could-
typing
could-
about the time, I do know this is literally the last thing that's happening.
Oh shit! I totally missed out on the time. Sorry.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
I
why I
was
was
just about
like,
to go up and
would-
just
would-
let
would-
you guys finish that.
Yeah, would Bet not be able to like fly around and like distract them
yeah, but I'm worried
as if
he'll
it's
kill
going for the
that.
meat? True.
Christian, if you do want to get going, it is literally between these two people for this
Yep.
last bit.
Okay, I'll see you guys next time.
All right, see you
See
next
you
time.
Since
Bye.
I'm using Eerie Token to see inside the back of the shop, would I be able to use something like prestidigitation or something of that nature to make a illusory sound like "Hey, idiot" from
Yeah,
like
actually,
the
it can
opposite
be-
of this to be like the opposite of the shop?
Yeah, it can be used to make sounds, so we can make him hear noises coming from the back of the shop, and while he's
Yeah.
turned around, we can like yank
And
the.
the Eerie Token is 360 degrees, so I should be able to see into the back.
Mm-hmm.
So I do that. I use the fact that I'm seeing inside the shop and go, because the effects are a point you can see. So if you're using something like divination or Eerie Token or Arcane Eye, you can make the effect in the other room even though you're not there. So I make like a sound like someone shouting or shouting "Let me out" or something like that, and like cages jangling as if someone's trying to escape.
Sure.
And
Make
as
that little
As that
noise.
happens, we'll try and yank the box away with the hand.
Yeah.
Okay,
Invisible
so
hand.
I'm gonna need a roll from each of you. Can I have an advantage for both? But can I have advantage performance from Via and a stealth from Lumen?
I will borrow knowledge to the performance because I
Thank
suck
you,
at it.
advantage.
So I have a +3. You give me an advantage, and I have guidance up.
And what is he?
19.
18 and 19.
He gets a 3 because he had disadvantage because of you
Because of this-
doing all that together.
Because there's a lot going on all of a sudden.
Yes. You were outside Lumen. You would hear him be like, "Now I told you, I've turned into the Southern man. I have. I've forgotten what accent I give this man."
I love that. Actually, I just love him like storming up to somebody like, "I've turned into the Southern man." It's like, oh shit.
I'm so angry. I've got an accent now. who's making? I say, who's making all that noise back there? And he does. You see him pull the cover down on the front, but it doesn't go all the way. So like Lumen, you still can get in, but he essentially is like, someone's making noise. For fuck's sake, I'm closing shop and I'm gonna show them who's in charge.
As the box floats towards me.
You happily get the box, and Via, I imagine before you turn off your token, the last thing you see is him angrily stomping off towards anything that was alive in the back.
To avoid like the mental trauma, as soon as the box is out, Via deactivates the Eerie token, and one added thing: when Eerie token is used and it gets switched off, the token itself, i.e. the feather in this case, disintegrates and disappears.
Sure.
No trace.
Alright, we
Nice.
bag the box and then we cut and run.
Yes, you have successfully
Via
got
will-
an egg box 360.
Via will take the box from you, it being
Yeah.
like, Bird Nation. It's just like,
Hands it to you.
thank you for helping.
No problem.
Funny enough,
I
that's
was planning on doing it anyway, but with less help, thus it would have gone worse.
when you actually look at the box, you do see the label on it does say that it was 360.
Yeah, there was no shot of getting that.
Because I could not resist it being the egg box 360 joke.
Yeah. And gives good berry to Owlin that was saved.
Yeah, and you would very quickly understand that the box that it's in is magical, and that's what's causing the stasis.
Also, I'm going to go over with all of the people we've acquired. By the way, we're not going to eat you. We're planning on taking you to the material plane, where you can then live lives.
Like, they all start crying. Because you hadn't told them that exactly, so they thought they were getting taken to a massive party.
I mean, we can still hold one, a celebratory one when we get back.
Yeah, but you'll be attendees rather than food.
Yes, you're not part of the menu.
They do explain to you as like a final thing. You will need to get the binding between you removed if they ever want to be fully free.
What, the binding between them and us? Well, surely we can break that.
Yeah, you just essentially it'll be like a remove curse sort of thing.
Oh yeah, we can totally do that.
Via's just like, sure, we're both fear creatures, we can do that.
Yes.
And then you are led out of the food district, and you are almost to the tower, or the castle, or whatever the fuck it is. You essentially are the other side of the fire bridge, is where we'll end it.
Well, I never thought Lumen would be like a Robbie murder hobo type, but he might be here.
Who wants
I
to
mean,
do some
it's
lava
good-
fishing?
This place is pushing his limits.
Oh.
Lumen definitely looks like he is getting close to the edge of like, do I just kill like
I mean,
everyone who's
this
eating
is
people?
this is pretty quite a good summary of Via's like mentality, that how that she's fucking chaotic and mental, but will do nice things as a result of it. She's just like, imagine if I got home and I had there was all these people, and I was like, look at all these people I own.
Look,
like to her
they would
like to her
happily
parents.
take that.
Like to her parents, she's like, look at all these people I have bound to me, and they'll just be like, ah, that's our girl.
All of those gnomes watched like the past 5 or 6 get alive dipped into a boiling deep fat fryer. They would happily be your slaves for the rest of eternity over that.
I mean,
But
that's
it's fine.
that is not
Lumen
what's going
said
to
they're
happen.
free.
Well, Lumen.
Oh yeah, 100% Via is setting them free, but that thing I said does
Yeah.
turn up in her head. She was like, imagine if I showed this to my parents, they'd be overjoyed.
Alright.
Lumen is fully on the. He's a good boy. Don't push him too far. He will.
Yeah, Via's learned
will-
that. She's like, don't push him, he will just lightsaber you.
I just thought of something that's actually possibly important. I'm gonna have to note that down. What the fuck? I have to make a note? Where the fuck do I write it?
To be fair, Lumen's too far is much further than most people's. It's tolerant enough to be like, well, I won't just slaughter these guys in front of me because they're eating people, which is quite far.
But yes, that is where we'll end it today. On episode 24, Bizzaro Neverwinter.
He probably would if there wasn't, everyone in the city would kill him.
There's only like a couple of thousand or more people in the city. All undead. You definitely have seen at least one lich while you were walking.
Also, there's a bunch of nightwalkers and stuff. We could not fight everything in the city, unfortunately.
No, we would die very quick. And hell, we've lost all of all the money that we'll. You know how come I said at the start of the session I still have some money left because I'm paranoid about spending it on spellcasting because something's going to come up where I'm going to need some money.
And it came up.
And then this happens. So it's like, I was right to be paranoid.
Yay for slaves. No, they're bad. Yay for no slaves?
Yay for paranoia.
Yay for emancipation
Yay!
from slavery.
Oh, I can't wait for next time when there'll be more horrible things. I mean, it'll be great.
Yeah.